Let me hit you with a number that might make your stomach turn: 1.17 million. That is the number of corporate jobs that were cut in just the first 11 months of 2025. And here is the kicker: 54% of those companies explicitly cited restructuring for artificial intelligence as the reason. If you are watching this, you probably felt that wave of panic. You've seen the headlines, you've seen the tweets. AI is coming for your job. Robots are replacing humans. But if you are a small business owner, I want you to stop panicking, because this statistic isn't a death sentence for you. It is the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. Think about the last time you felt truly overwhelmed. Maybe it was last Tuesday. You were drowning in unread emails, you had 3 missed calls from clients, your social media hasn't been updated in weeks, and you were manually entering data into a spreadsheet at 9:00 p.m. while your dinner got cold. You are trading your life for administrative busywork. You are the CEO, but you are doing the work of an intern. Now imagine a different reality. What if you could clone yourself? What if there was a version of you that never slept? A version of you that could answer every single customer email instantly with perfect empathy. A version of you that could design world-class marketing visuals in seconds. A version of you that could move data between your apps without you lifting a finger. That is not science fiction anymore. That is the reality of 2025. In this video, I am not just going to talk about AI trends. I am going to give you the blueprint. I am going to show you exactly how to use 3 specific tools, ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Zapier, to build a business that runs itself. We are going to explode your growth, reclaim your time, and turn this AI threat into your secret weapon. If you are ready to stop being a slave to your business and start being the owner, you need to watch every second of this video. Let's get to work. Body Section 1, the brain, ChatGPT. Let's start with the brain of your new automated operation, ChatGPT. Most people use ChatGPT like a toy. They ask it to write a funny poem or a generic recipe. If that is how you are using it, you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table every month. In 2025, ChatGPT is not a chatbot. It is a highly skilled consultant, copywriter, and customer service agent that works for pennies. We are going to focus on one specific area that kills small business owners: communication and email. The before scenario. Let's look at your current reality. You receive an angry email from a client. Let's call him Steve. Steve is upset because a shipment is late. You see the email notification. Your heart rate spikes. You procrastinate opening it because you dread the conflict. Finally, you sit down. You spend 20 minutes staring at the blinking cursor, typing a sentence, deleting it, typing it again, trying to sound professional but not defensive. You worry if you are being too soft or too harsh. By the time you hit send, you have wasted 30 minutes of mental energy and ruined your mood for the morning. And that is just one email. Multiply that by 10, 20, or 50 a week. The after scenario, the automation method. Now let's look at the AI-assisted reality. Instead of staring at a blank screen, you open ChatGPT, but you don't just say, "Write an email to Steve." You use a persona prompt. Here is the exact prompt you are going to use. I want you to save this. Act as a world-class customer success manager with 10 years of experience in de-escalating conflict. Your tone should be empathetic, professional, and solution-oriented. I received this angry email from a client named Steve regarding a late shipment. Insert Steve's email. Please draft a response that acknowledges his frustration, takes full responsibility without making excuses, explains that the new delivery date is Tuesday, and offers a 10% discount on his next order as a goodwill gesture. Keep it under 150 words. You hit enter. In 4 seconds, literally 4 seconds, ChatGPT spits out a perfect email. It doesn't get defensive, it doesn't have an ego, it hits every psychological trigger to calm Steve down. You read it, you tweak one word, you hit send. Total time elapsed, 45 seconds. Total emotional energy drained, 0. But we can go deeper. Advanced strategy, the brand voice clone. One of the biggest fears business owners have is, AI won't sound like me. You are right, out of the box, AI sounds like a robot, you have to train it. In 2025, ChatGPT allows you to upload documents to its memory or custom instructions. Here is what you do. Go through your sent folder, find the 10 best emails you have ever written, the ones where you really connected with a client or sold a big deal. Copy and paste them into a document. Upload that document to ChatGPT and say, "Analyze these emails. Identify my writing style, my tone, my sentence structure, and my vocabulary. Create a style guide based on this data. Then rewrite the following draft using this exact style. Now every email it generates sounds like you, but a version of you that is well-rested and sharp. The financial impact. Let's do the math. If you spend 10 hours a week writing emails, proposals, and social media captions, that is 40 hours a month. If your time is worth $100 an hour, that is $4,000 a month you are burning on typing. With ChatGPT, you cut that time down to 2 hours a month. That is a savings of $3,800 a month. That is not soft money. That is time you can spend closing deals or being with your family. Body section 2, the face midjourney. Now that we have reclaimed your time, we need to talk about your brand's image. This brings us to tool number 2, Midjourney. If ChatGPT is the brain, Midjourney is the face of your business. In the visual economy of Instagram, TikTok, and high-converting websites, design is trust. If your website looks like it was built in 2010, people assume your business is outdated. The before scenario. You need a hero image for your new website or a graphic for a Facebook ad. You have 2 choices. Option A, you go to a stock photo site. You search for business meeting or coffee shop. You find the same cheesy staged photos that thousands of other businesses are using. You pay $20 for the rights. You post it and it gets 0 engagement because people's eyes glaze over stock photos. Option B, you hire a graphic designer or a photographer. This costs hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. You have to schedule a call, write a brief, wait 2 weeks for the first draft, ask for revisions, and wait another week. It is slow, expensive, and frustrating. The after scenario, the automation method. You open Discord where Midjourney lives. You have a vision for a specific marketing campaign. Let's say you run a boutique coffee roastery. You want an image of a bag of your coffee sitting on a rustic wooden table in a sun-drenched, cozy cabin with steam rising from a cup next to it. You type this prompt. Imagine prompt, a high-end product photography shot of a bag of gourmet coffee beans sitting on a rustic oak table in a cozy log cabin. Morning golden hour sunlight streaming through the window, steam rising from a ceramic mug. Cinematic lighting, photorealistic 8K resolution, depth of field R16 9v6. In 60 seconds, Midjourney generates 4 variations of that image. They don't look like cartoons, they look like photographs taken with a $5,000 camera setup. The lighting is perfect, the texture of the wood is real, the steam looks hot. You pick the best one, you upscale it, you have your ad creative. Total cost, a fraction of a cent, part of your monthly subscription. Total time, 2 minutes. Advanced strategy, consistent character and style. The critique used to be, AI can't keep branding consistent. That changed this year. Midjourney now has a feature called Style Reference. Let's say you have a specific color palette, teal and orange, and a specific illustrative style you use for your blog. You can take an image of your existing branding, upload it, and tell Midjourney, use this image as a style reference. Now, every image you generate will pull from that color palette and artistic style. You are essentially building a brand kit that generates infinite assets on demand. You can create unique icons for your website, backgrounds for your YouTube thumbnails, hyper-specific images for blog posts that exactly match the content, no more generic handshakes, mood boards for client projects. The financial impact. A freelance graphic designer might charge $100 per hour or $500 per asset. A photo shoot day costs $2,000 minimum. Midjourney costs about $30 a month for the standard plan. If you generate just 10 high-quality images a month, you are saving thousands of dollars, and more importantly, you are moving at the speed of thought. You have an idea in the shower, and you have the visual asset on your hard drive by the time you finish your coffee. Body section 3, the nervous system, Zapier. We have the brain, ChatGPT, and the face, Midjourney, but a body needs a nervous system to connect everything, that is Zapier. This is the tool that makes you feel like a wizard. Zapier connects apps that don't normally talk to each other. It moves data from point A to point B automatically. It is the glue of the internet. The before scenario. Let's look at your lead generation process. Someone fills out a contact form on your website. You get an email notification. You open the email. You copy the person's name and email address. You open your CRM like Salesforce or HubSpot or your Google Sheet. You paste the data in. You open your email marketing tool like MailChimp. You paste the data in again to add them to your newsletter. You open Slack to tell your sales team, hey, we got a new lead, someone call them. This process takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes per lead, but it is prone to error. You might copy the email wrong. You might forget to tell the sales team. And if a lead comes in at 2:00 a.m., it sits there for 8 hours getting cold before you see it. The after scenario, the automation method. You set up a Zap. A Zap is a simple if this then that instruction. Here is the workflow we build. Trigger a new entry in Typeform, your website contact form. Action 1. Automatically add the contact to MailChimp and tag them as new lead. Action 2. Automatically add a row to your master lead tracker in Google Sheets. Action 3. Send a message to the sales leads channel in Slack that says, fire new lead alert, name just signed up, phone number, go get him. Action 4. The cherry on top. Use the ChatGPT integration within Zapier to draft a personalized welcome email based on the specific answers they gave in the form, and save it as a draft in your Gmail. You set this up once. It takes about 30 minutes to configure. After that, it runs forever. Whether you get 5 leads a day or 500 leads a day, the effort required from you is 0. The lead fills out the form and instantly, within seconds, they are in your system, your team is notified, and a draft email is ready. Advanced strategy, the VIP treatment. You can use filters in Zapier to clone your judgment. You can set a rule, only send a Slack notification if the budget selected in the contact form is over $5,000. If the budget is low, maybe they just go to an email nurture sequence. If the budget is high, your phone buzzes. Now you are not just automating data entry, you are automating prioritization. You are teaching the software to think like a CEO. The financial impact. Speed to lead is everything in sales. Studies show that if you respond to a lead within 5 minutes, you are 21 times more likely to close them than if you wait 30 minutes. Zapier ensures the response is instant. Furthermore, it eliminates context switching. Every time you stop deep work to copy-paste a lead, it takes you 20 minutes to get your focus back. By automating the busy work, you protect your deep work time. That is where you build the strategy that makes you millions. Deep dive, putting it all together. So how do these three work in harmony? Let me paint a picture of a fully automated morning in your business. It is Tuesday morning, you are asleep. 3:00 a.m. A potential client on the other side of the world finds your Instagram. They see a stunning image of your product, created by Midjourney. 3:05 a.m. They click the link in your bio and fill out a questionnaire. 3:06 a.m. Zapier catches that data. It instantly adds them to your CRM. It also sends the questionnaire answers to ChatGPT via API with a prompt. Analyze these answers and tell me the top 3 pain points this client has. 3:07 a.m. Zapier takes ChatGPT's analysis and pastes it into a Slack message for your sales team, so when they wake up, they don't just see a name, they see a dossier. This is Sarah. She is struggling with X, Y, and Z. 8:00 a.m. You wake up, you pour your coffee, you check your phone. You see 3 qualified leads, fully researched, with draft emails waiting for your approval. You didn't do anything, the system did it. You have cloned yourself. The AI handled the visuals. The AI handled the data entry. The AI handled the analysis. You just handle the handshake and the signature. Addressing the fear. I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds complicated, or I'm not a tech person. Here is the secret. None of these tools require code. ChatGPT is a chat box. You know how to text. Midjourney runs on Discord. It's just typing commands. Zapier is a drag-and-drop visual builder. If you can connect dots, you can use Zapier. The learning curve is not a wall, it is a speed bump. And on the other side of that speed bump is the most efficient, profitable version of your business that has ever existed. The other fear is this ethical? Am I losing the human touch? I would argue the opposite. When you're stressed, burnt out, and rushing through 50 emails an hour, that is when you lose the human touch. That is when you make mistakes. That is when you treat clients like numbers. By using AI to handle the robotic tasks, you free up your humanity. You have the time to actually listen to your clients on the phone. You have the mental space to be creative. You are using machines to be more human, not less. We started this video with a scary statistic. Ideally, 1.17 million jobs lost. But I want to end with a different perspective. Throughout history, every major technological shift, the printing press, the steam engine, the internet destroyed jobs. That is a fact. But they also created entirely new categories of work and wealth for those who adapted. The blacksmith lost his job to the factory, but the factory owner built an empire. The scribe lost his job to the printing press, but the author reached millions. We are standing at that same crossroads right now. You can choose to be the person who clings to the old way, complaining that things aren't like they used to be, drowning in admin work while your margins shrink. Or you can choose to be the architect. You can choose to build the machine. The tools I showed you today, ChatGPT, Midjourney, Zapier, they cost less than a Netflix subscription. The barrier to entry isn't money. It isn't even intelligence. The barrier is curiosity. Are you curious enough to try? Are you brave enough to experiment? Are you willing to spend one weekend setting this up so you can reclaim your weekends for the rest of your life? The goal isn't just growth, the goal is freedom. The goal is to build a business that serves your life, rather than a life that serves your business. I want you to do one thing today, just one. Pick one of the tools we talked about. Sign up for a free account. And run one experiment. Ask ChatGPT to rewrite your bio. Generate one image in Midjourney. Create one simple zap that sends you an email when you get a new lead. Just start. Because the train is leaving the station. And in 2025, you are either driving the train or you are on the tracks. Get in the driver's seat. If you found value in this blueprint, if you are ready to automate your empire, I need you to destroy that like button. It tells me you want more deep dives like this. And if you want a step-by-step, click-by-click tutorial on exactly how I set up that Zapier workflow we talked about, I've linked a dedicated masterclass right here. Subscribe for more future-proof strategies. My name is Pulek. Stop trading time for money, start cloning yourself. I'll see you in the next one.